Okay. Yunjate, yunjate, dhiyo, vipraha. Yunjate, dhiyo, vipraha. Vipraha, dirgha. Yunjate, dhiyo, vipraha. Yajurveda 5.14, 5.14. Yunjate, dhiyo, vipraha. To start with a clarification. Vipraha. Nowadays in colloquial Sanskrit, Vipraha has been considered as those for caste Brahmins. So caste system and other things definitely are not there in Vedas. I have to be very clear about that. In Nirukta, they explain Vishesha Prajnavan Vipro Bhavati. Vishesha Prajnavan Vipro Bhavati. The definition is there in Nirukta. And that is authentic for us. Because Nirukta is one of the branches or one of the systems through which we have to understand Vedas. Vedanga, we call it. So, Vipraha Vishesha Prajnavan Vipro Bhavati. Anyone who is knowledgeable in a special way, anyone who has studied and has become wise with effort, yes, he is called as a Vipra. There is no caste system, and the caste system as we follow, which comes by birth, is totally denied and abhorred by Vedas. It's not there. Vipraha, those who are knowledgeable in a special way, those who are specialists, those who are noble and pious, yes, they are all come under the word Vipra. Whoever it may be, if that person has got that quality, if the person is called as Vipra. It has no other bearing except their quality, except their capacity. Anyone, whoever it may be, is a Vipra. Vipra, that is a feminine gender. If she has got it, she is a Vipra. Vipraha, Vipra. Here Vipraha, that's in plural. So such people, Dhiyaha Yunjate. Dhiyaha Yunjate. Yunjate is Yujir Yoge. Yujir Yoge is a root. To bind, to connect. Dhiyaha Yunjate. So those who are Vipraha, they link us, they connect us to Dhiyaha, with our Dhiya. Dhiya is Prajna Karma Namasu Patitam. It is there in Nirukta. Dhiyaha means Prajna Karma. Of course, our talk is also there. Prajna, what we think, what we talk, and what we do, they are all come under the word Dhiyaha. So all these three are linked, connected with the right things, with the Satchidananda, and they are the cause of it, Vipraha. Because they are knowledgeable, they know how to do it. They get connected to the Satchidananda, the great power, which is omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. They get connected and help others also to get connected to it. Our thoughts, our words, our actions are connected with that. What do you mean by that connection? The connection is very simple. We have got so many guidelines, we have got so many teachings of that great power, Satchidananda. To follow it is getting connected with it. To understand it and to practice it in our life is getting connected with it. So once we follow those things and get connected, what is the next result? The experience of bliss and peace. Over. Until that connection is made, we cannot experience peace or bliss. All of us, we are after peace and bliss. get connected, and Vipraha will help us to get connected. This is a process. That's a process. So we take resort to Vipraha, or Vipraha themselves will take the initiative to get us connected with that. They guide, they help, and whatever guide they give is nothing but the guidance given by that Satchidananda. And those who are aware of it only, they are called as Vishesha Prajnavan, Vipraha. Yunjate Dhiyo Vipraha. So this is a process. And through the Vipras, with the help of Vipras, with the assistance of Vipras, yes, we get connected to that Satchidananda and finally experience peace and peace. If anybody else intervenes, we may not be able to reach the goal. It's best we take resort to Vipraha. And repeat once again, Vipraha never refers to any caste. It is not Brahmins. It is Vishesha Prajnavan. A Vishesha Prajnavan could be anybody. And Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is not caste at all, basically. They are all Varnas. The way of life that we are free to choose for the sake of the society. For serving society, there are 4 ways, and I can choose any way. And all the 4 ways, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, they are equal. Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. So all this you have to remember along with it. Nowhere we are allowed to go astray. No caste system, Varna system, free to choose. Choose a way of life through which we serve the society, and all the 4 Varnas are equal. Nothing is inferior, nothing is superior. Yunjate Dhiyo Vipraha. That is Yajurveda 5.14. Prachi Pretam. Prachi Pretam. Prachi Pretam, Yajurveda 5.17. Prachi is ahead. Ahead. A direction which is in front of us. In colloquial, Prachi is understood as east. E-A-S-T, east. The direction east is also referred to as Prachi in some places. And in the broad sense, it is whatever is there ahead of us. Whatever is in front of us, that is Prachi. Pretam. Pra-itam. Pra in a fine way, itam inagatav, move. Move ahead in the best way, that's all. Prachi Pretam. Move ahead in the best way. Move ahead in the excellent and exemplary way. The point is very clear to us already. It is explained in a different way here. We are subject to time. When you are subject to time, 2 things we cannot do. One is we cannot go back. Other one is we cannot stay where we are being stagnated. Both cannot happen. Because time doesn't allow both. Time never stagnates. Time never stops. Clock may stop, but not the time. There's a lot of difference between clock and time. Clock is just an instrument. It may stop. It may not work. But time keeps on moving, ticking. So time is moving and it never has a backward movement. It moves always and never stops and never goes back. It is always a forward journey over time. As we are subject to time, we should imbibe those principles of time. We are not supposed to stay in one place, get stuck in one place. And we are not supposed to go back also, even mentally. But move ahead. That's what it says. Prachi Pretam. Move ahead. In a wonderful way, move with time. That is very natural for us. That's very natural for us. If you are not moving with time, then something is wrong with us. If you get stuck in the past, we get stuck in the present and never progress. It is unnatural for us and it will be the cause of so many problems. Past is gone, forget about it. Whatever has happened has happened. The best thing what we can get from our past is a lesson to carry to the future. That's all. No worries, no worries. We learn a lesson from the past, take it, and move ahead, move ahead. Don't stop there, don't stop there. Never go back, don't stop there. Simple. Move ahead, be progressive. Be progressive. Build your future. And the building of your future is possible only when you work in the right way in the present. Work in the present, build your future, move ahead. I have some vision. Yes. This vision, day after day, should become broad. I have to broaden my vision. I cannot say this is final and I'm stuck there. No. My vision, my understanding, my experiences, my knowledge, everything has to become broad and broad day after day. That is moving ahead. Understanding better and better the people and things and environment around us. That is moving ahead. Understanding my role in this society well and playing it is moving ahead. It is not with reference to direction. Direction also is there. Prachi means east, the direction is also there. But here it is not the direction that's important. It is moving to a higher plinth, moving to a higher stratum from where I am. Now, why it is said? It's not my words, I always tell you. I got so many other Veda mantras which tell this. Utkara mataha, ma avapathaha. From where you are, move ahead. Move ahead. Don't go back. Udyanam te purusha anavayanam. Your movement is always to a higher level and not to a lower level. Don't fall down into a lower level. Navayanam. Reverse movement is not there. You have to progress, you have to move ahead. Prancho agamanrate hasaya. We shall move ahead to laugh and dance. So many such pieces of Veda mantras are available. They are all very clear. Move with time. Become more and more intelligent, become more and more wise, become more and more informed, become more and more suitable to the environment where you are. Understand and play your role well. Understand your role, play your role well. That is real progress. Of course, we have that capacity to understand other people and things around us, but it should get improved. That improvement is called as progress. Prayitam. You have to move. What I was understanding around about the environment around, it should be better tomorrow. It should be still better day after tomorrow. Everything has to be in the growing mode, in the learning mode. If I learn more and more, yes, that will be excellent. And that's the purpose of human life. That's the very nature of human life. Learning is possible only for a human being. Little by force in other creatures, and never a machine learns, because it doesn't have that consciousness. Learning is the nature of life. So we have to learn, we have to grow. Only then the life will have that meaning and the purpose of life shall be achieved. Prancho Pretam. Prancha is ahead, not direction-wise, in a state which is better than what it is today. So from one stage to another stage, one phase to another phase, we should be moving on, and that the new phase has to be better than the previous one. And only that moment is called as praitam, in a good way, in an excellent way, in an exemplary way. Go on. Praitam. We should have an open mind. We should be continuously searching for truth. So that continuous search for truth, that aptitude for learning and growing, yes, that's what is explained here. And this only a human being can do the best way. If I'm not doing it, I'm only a human in form, but not in nature. Prancho Pretam. Yajurveda 5.17. The same mantra, 5.17, we have one more guidance. Urdhvam yajnam nayatam. Urdhvam yajnam nayatam. Here also, urdhvam, from the direction point of view, it is upper side, above. But it is higher strata, it's a better state. Yajnam nayatam. Nayatam. Ning naye. 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 To take on, to carry on. Ning prapane is also there. Ning prapane. Yajnam, you know it? Doing your deeds the best way is all, yeah? Done in the best way possible. Take your yajna to a higher level. Urdhvam yajnam nayatam. That's all. Take your yajna to a higher level. Let's make it more and more perfect. Make it more and more tuned. Not keep quiet. You'll be doing one or the other. That's what is said by Krishna. It's fine. Chanamapi jatu tishthatya karma krita. As in Gita he says. One who is born can never sit quiet. He'll be doing one or the other. He'll be involved in one or the other work. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi, even for a second, they cannot keep quiet. They'll be doing this or that or this, something they'll be doing. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu, that which is born, tishtati akarmakrat, without doing anything. You know, we are doing, do it the best way and take it to a higher level, make it more and more perfect, fine tune it. And now you are doing it. And now you are doing it. Do it the best way, do it in a better way. We can improvise what we do every moment, every day. Do it. Urdhvam yajnam nayatam. So when I say yajna, it is very clear. It is something which is for the benefit of me and others around. Yeah. It is not self-centered, it's not selfish. It's got a broad outlook. And with that broad outlook, take it to a higher level. Urdhvam naya, urdhvam yajnam nayatam. Even those good deeds, what you are doing in the best way possible, even that also has no limitation. It can be improvised and taken to a higher level. Right? Urdhvam yajnam nayatam. That's a beautiful guideline what is given to us in Yajurveda 5.17. 5.17. Vaishnavam asi. Vaishnavam Asi. Yajurveda 5:21. Vaishnavam Asi. If you are not able to understand the Veda in the light of Vedangas, words like this will totally mislead us. Vaishnava Asi, you are a Vaishnava. That's the direct meaning of it. You are a Vaishnava. Now the Vaishnava, what is said in Veda and what is in practice, what's in vogue, they are totally different. Because Vaishnava has become a religion, Vaishnava has become a caste. Today, I don't say Vaishnava Masi, oh see, this caste system is there since Vedas. So you are all Vaishnavas. Non-Vaishnavas are not human beings at all. Like that, we speak something nonsense. It's not that. It's not that. There's only one God. And it is called by different names. One such name is Vishnu. Vishnu is that which is omnipresent. And we all belong to that one God. So we are all Vaishnava. That is the level and depth and height what we see in the Vedas, which you should never get confused with the present day system and present day social structure. The present day social structure, we have got Vaishnavas, we have got Shaivites, we have got Buddhists, we have got Jains, so many things. They have all been classed as different religions. But such concept of religion is not there in the Vedas. It's very clear that Vedas speaks of, if at all we want to use the word religion, it speaks of only one religion, that's human religion, that's the end of it. I'm a Shiva also. No problem, I belong to Shiva. Who is Shiva? The same Vishnu is called Shiva. Vishnu omnipresent, Shiva the one which is auspicious and welfare giving. Same thing. Shiva is not different from Vishnu. Now this concept of Shiva being different from Vishnu, that is different from Varuna, Agni, that's different from Yama, different from Brahma, Lakshmi, Saraswati, all being separate and different is a product of Puranas, which is totally anti-Vedic. Vedas never speak. Vedas say, Ekam Sat, there is only one entity, which is true, which is Satchidananda, and that is one and only one. Eka It, Eka Eva. They are very clear. You call it Vishnu, fine. You call it as Shiva, fine. You call it as Brahma, Agni, Vayu, anything you call it, it is only one. The same thing is called by different names. Depending upon the quality which we see, the angle from which we see that quality, upon that, we call it by a different name. But it doesn't mean because there are 10 names, there are 10 entities. Entity is one. Satchidananda entity is one. So there is no question of being Vaishnava and Shaiva and both being different. No. Shaiva is a Vaishnava, Vaishnava is a Shaiva. This we are looking from the point of view of Vedas, not the present day situation, present day condition, present day setup. The present day setup all has been polluted and distorted. Such a thing is not there in the Vedas. They are all Vaishnavas, they are all Aryans. Arya, that is son of Arya. Who is Arya? The same one Satchidananda, who is just, who is impartial. That just and impartial, straightforward, transparent power is called as Arya. And we are all children of God, and we are all Aryas. Arya is separate, Dravida is different, another one is different, and they are all in different parts of the world. All these things, they are all concocted stories. All of us, all human beings, we are all Aryas. We are all the son of that one immortal, great entity, Satchidananda. Shrunvantu Vishwe Amrutasya Putraha. This is what Vedas say. Amrutasya Putra, this son, the children of that immortal power, which is omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. Please listen to the words of this omniscient. Vishwe, all. Nobody is excluded, it's inclusive. Amrutasya Putraha, Shrunvantu Vishwe, Amrutasya Putraha. There's a call given by the Vedas. No discrimination whatsoever. All human beings are one. They belong to one species. No caste. They all belong to one species. And I got different other species also, other creatures also. There also we have got such it, but they all have got some limited scope. Their Sharira Indriya Manas has got a limited scope and it is restricted to their basic instinct, Nidra, Hara, Bhaya, Maithuna. Over, beyond that, a human being can live, and all human beings belong to one group, one species. No discrimination among them. Maybe on the basis of caste, maybe on the basis of religion, maybe on the basis of color, maybe on the basis of gender. No discrimination. Of course, there are some differences in Sharira Indriya, but it's only a tool. It's only a tool. Tools are different. But the power behind this tool, which operates this, yes, there is no discrimination at that level. That's at the Adhyatmika level. At the spiritual level, there is no difference whatsoever. All have got equal opportunity. All have got the equal potential. What comes into play may be different, depending upon to what extent their potentials are exploited. But all have got the same potential, they've got an equal opportunity, and nobody is authorized to discriminate between one soul and the other soul. This is what Vedas says. It is so broad. It is so humane. It is so pleasing, soothing. If anybody discriminates, yes, they are anti-Vedic, straight. All human beings are one. Respect every human being. Respect every creature. Have friendly relationship with every creature. So in this broad light, we have to understand Vaishnava Masi. You are a Vaishnava. Now, on the basis of this concept, there is one good prayer, and Gandhiji loved it. Vaishnava Janato Tena Kahiye. Vaishnava Janato Tena Kahiye. And then Jo Peed Paraye Jane Hai. Jane Rai. So one who is capable of understanding the problems and the sorrows of other people and tries his level best to wipe off their tears, he is a Vaishnava. That's a beautiful example. He's a human being. He's a human being with compassion. He's a human being with love. That's fine. That's fine. If such definitions are given to Vaishnava, it is very much in the ambit of, it is very much in the framework of the basic meaning of the word Vaishnava. Fine, accept it. But if we consider it as a caste, if we consider this that which comes by birth, and we make it a different section and discriminate, yes, we are wrong. It's anti-Vedic. Such a thing is not there in the Vedas. Vedas have to be understood in the light of Vedas and not in the practice what is there in our day-to-day life. Lot of things we have gone astray. Lot of things we have come away from the Vedic thoughts. So what is there in practice may be right, may not be right. That cannot be taken as a standard. That cannot be taken as a proof. We cannot rely upon it. If at all we want to rely and take it as an authority, it has to be in the Vedic light and Vedic light only. It says, one who understands the real nature of that Satchidananda as Vishnu, one which is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient, he is a Vaishnava, whoever he may be. He has to understand that Vishnu is the omnipresent thing. Who understands that power, who understands that entity, he is a Vaishnava, whoever he may be, wherever he is, at whatever time he is. Such a broad meaning is there for the word Vaishnava. We cannot narrow it down to one caste or religion and create disparity in society. We are not supposed to do it. So that is what it says very clearly. Vaishnavam Asi 5.21. Vaishnava has to be defined like this. Shaiva has to be defined like this. Now there is no difference between Vaishnava and Shaiva, and they have no reason to fight out. But today they are fighting tooth and nail. I am a Vaishnava, you are a Shaiva. Vaishnava is great, Shaiva is inferior. All this nonsense is there in the society. We disturb the society unnecessarily. Without understanding the facts and truths, we are unnecessarily creating disparity, we are unnecessarily creating a friction in society. But you study Vedas straight, without the influence of Puranas. Yes, we can all live together harmoniously. You're a Vaishnava, fine, I'm also a Vaishnava. I'm a Shaiva, wonderful, I'm also a Shaiva. What does Vaishnava and Shaiva mean ultimately? It's the same name for one single entity, God Satchidananda. We are all children of it. There is no reason, there is no cause for disparity and friction and fight. Just the name is different, but what the name conveys is the same. This is what you have to understand well. And this is how we can bring out harmony in society. It's a must for us to understand all these things rightly and speak it out rightly and see that all these disparities are disappearing. It's very important. Vaishnavamasi 5.21. Bruhatim Indraya Bruhatim Indraya Vacham Vada 5.22 Yajurveda. Bruhatim Indraya Vacham Vada 5.22. Vacham, vacha paribhashane, to talk, to speak. Vacham vada, speak such words, speak such things. Bruhatim Indraya, in favor of that great Indra. Talk in favor of that great Indra. Again, you should come out of this Puranic influence. This I am telling you very often because it's a big problem for us. We have to overcome those obstacles. Indra is not Swargadhipati. Indra is not one who gets drunk and enjoys the dance of Rambha, Uroshi, Menaka. They are all concoctions, stories, cock and bull stories. Indra is the same Satchidananda. Idi Paramaishwarya, that's the root. One who is the wealthiest, one who is the richest. That's Satchidananda, to whom belongs the whole universe, the whole Brahmanda. He is the richest. The whole thing is under his control. The whole thing, he owns it. So such a Satchidananda is called as Indra. It's not a Swarga where we go after our death and other things and enjoy so many things. No. There is Kalpavruksha, there is Kamadhenu, there are the damsels who dance. No, nothing of. It's all Puranic fiction, not a fact at all in any way. Indra is basically referred to that Satchidananda who is the wealthiest and who is the richest, to whom belongs the whole universe over. They have used the word Indra in their Puranic tales. That's the sorry aspect of it. And we get confused because Puranic tales are more prevalent, more spread. And his Vedic study is not spread to that extent. So because of that, whenever he Indra, we remember this Puranic Indra, which is totally misleading. Bruhate Indraya, that Indra, that Satchidananda, that great entity, that great one single entity, which is the master of this whole universe. So it is Bruhate Indraya, the great Indra. So, with reference to that, Vacham Vada, you speak keeping in mind that great entity. So, what is that talking in favor of, for the sake of that Bruhate Indraya? That is to reiterate whatever guidance is given by that Satchidananda. We have to reiterate, we have to repeat, we have to talk in accordance with the guidance given by that. This also should not be understood as just praising Indra. No. Indra is not asking for either our praise or is not affected by our blame. It is inner to it. It is instinct to it. So our talking, our words has to be in tune with the guidance given by that great Indra, as Satchidananda. Has given us a lot of guidance. We have to understand it and repeat it in every word of ours. That's helpful for us to practice it better, to remember it. That helps the listener also to get motivated to practice it. Bhrati Indraya Vacham Vata. Then whatever words we utter becomes useful, becomes meaningful, carries weight. If we forget it and speak whatever comes to our mind, those words will be very hollow, will not have any influence either for us, will have no benefit for us or others also. It's a useless talk. Let the talk carry weight. And what is that weight? When you repeat, when you reiterate the words of Satchidananda. Satchidananda has given a lot of guidelines, a lot of things for us to understand and live. Repeat it, say it again and again. Brahate Indraya Vachaboda. In tune with that, in accordance with that, you talk. The talk becomes really great and influential. It influences us, it motivates us, at the same time it influences others also. That's a great thing. But to happen, we have to repeat the words of, we have to repeat the guidance of that great Indra. Brahate Indraya Vacham Vada. We know that we have to always speak truth. Yes, the words of that omniscient, of the Satchidananda, is always truth. So I'm repeating the truth. That's the words of the Satchidananda. It is truthful, and the true words will motivate and inspire us to lead a better life and helps others also to lead it. And we're creating a better life for us and better life for the society and others. Brahate Indraya Vacham Vada 5.22. Vibhurasi. Vibhurasi 5.31. Vibhurasi. The one which is worthy to be called as Vibhu. That's nothing but the Satchidananda only. Other than Satchidananda, there is nothing else in the world which can be rightly called as Vibhu. Bhu is to be. Bhu Sattayam. That's the Bhu Sattayam, that which exists. And this is Vibhu Vishesha Ritya. In an extraordinary way, it exists. That's all. Vibhu Asi. Vibhu Asi, that is 5.31 Yajurveda. Now, what is special about its existence? Thus, we try to understand that Satchidananda better, more in depth. So, this particular Veda mantra makes us get into that attempt of understanding is better. Vibhu. Bhu exists, very simple. We also exist. All the three entities, what I have been telling since the beginning, that is Sat, Satchit and Satchidananda. All the three, they exist eternally. Anadi, Ananta, no beginning, no end. Beginningless, endless. That is fine, we all exist. But this existence is very special in case of Satchidananda, which is not there in either Sat or Satchit. What is their speciality? Now the one that is Sat, though it exists, it is not aware of its existence. There is no consciousness. It is not Chetana, it is Jada. It just exists, that's all. It's not aware of its existence, it's not aware of the existence of other things around it. That is a limitation it has got. So it is not a special existence, just an existence. We do exist, that is Satchit, we do exist, and Definitely we are aware of our existence. We are better than Jada. But our understanding of our existence has got its own limitation. And our existence is dependent on so many other things. I'm there very much, right? But I cannot act and react, I cannot function unless I got a Sharira Indriya Manas. And I myself am not capable of creating that Sharira Indriya Manas. Somebody has to do it for me, and I use it and act, play. That's my limitation. And if there is no Sharira Indriya Manas, I'm dormant. I'm in a sleeping condition. I'm not active. I'm inactive. I'm as good as Jada. I'm not Jada, but I'm as good as that because I'm not functioning. I'm aware of, but that awareness or that consciousness is not brought to light. It is suppressed. It is in a dormant state. Jagrat, we say, it is not in Jagrat condition. It is in a Supta sthiti. That's a dormant and sleepy state. That's my limitation. As such, that's my limitation. I'm there very much. I do have awareness, fine. But to come into play, I need something else, which I myself cannot create. I cannot create my own tool. The tool has to be given to, the tool has to be gifted to me by somebody else. And that Jada cannot do. Because Jada is not aware of its own existence. How can it give another tool for another Satchit? That's the limitation of Satchit. I know, definitely, I have got knowledge. But the knowledge what I have got is restricted to the capacity of my brain, the tool. The tool is not capable of holding so much of knowledge. It stops there. Because to have knowledge, to act according to that knowledge, all those things, I need this tool. So the limitation of all the tool is forced upon me. Of course I exist, of course I am aware, but my existence cannot be called as a special existence. There is nothing special in it because it has a lot of dependencies. But when we come to Satchidananda, that is a special existence. It exists, Chit, it is aware of its existence, it has got all the knowledge, it has got the awareness, it's all consciousness, omniscient, which nothing is there. Satchit is not omniscient, Sat is definitely not omniscient, but it is omniscient. Not only that, whatever tool that is required for this Satchit is very well organized, given, gifted by the Satchidananda. And Satchidananda doesn't depend upon anything. Doesn't depend upon anything because it's omnipotent. Whatever is to be done by that Satchidananda, it can do on its own. It doesn't need any tool. We need an eye to see, we need an ear to hear. But Satchidananda can see without eyes, can listen without ears. That is a special existence. That's a special entity. And it is Ananda Swarupa, that's another existence of it. Ananda is there only with Satchidananda, it's not with Satchit, or it's definitely not with Sat. Ananda is another thing which is existing, and the source of the very incarnation of Ananda is that Satchidananda. So that Ananda, that omniscience, that omnipotence, and that omnipresence, yes, that makes its existence very, very, very special. So it is called as Vibhu, the one which exists in a special way. There is no comparison for it, there is no parallel for it. Natasya Pratima asti. Pratima is parallel. Of course, Pratima in colloquial language is also called as an idol. That's okay. Pratima is a parallel. Natasya Pratima asti. There is nothing parallel to its existence. It is unique. Its existence is special. Its existence is without comparison. Vibhu, who was he? You, Satchidananda, you are that Vibhu. You exist in such a special way. And there is no parallel, there is anything which equals you. You are one and the only one. You are unique. with all these features: omnipresence, omnipotence, omniscience. So all these things is your own special quality which we cannot find anywhere else but in you. So you are Vibhurasi. So this understanding Satchidananda in a better way. Just two words, Vibhuhasi, but this we have to understand with several other Veda mantras. This Vibhu, in other words, also is called as Swayambhu. That word is also used for Satchidananda, Swayambhu. You exist on your own. I'm not existing on my own. Of course, I'm existing, but I'm to play means, if I have to be active means, I need something else. I'm dependent on my Sharindra Manas. I'm not Swayambhu. I cannot create my own tool. Of course, I do exist. Of course, I got that consciousness, but that to come into play, I need a tool which I cannot create. So somebody has to create and do it. So I'm not Swayambhu, I'm not omnipotent. That's my limitation. Whereas this Satchidananda is Swayambhu, can exist on the basis of its own power, its own internal strength. It doesn't need anything else. It doesn't need a tool to play. It is active, it's playing, it's omnipresent, it's omnipotent, it's omniscient on its own. That is Swayambhu. Vibhu and Swayambhu, they are not different. That Swayambhu nature itself is special for it, so it becomes Vibhu. Special is Vishesha, existing in a special way, in a unique way. That Vibhu is the same as Swayambhu. We find elsewhere in other Veda mantras referring to that Satchidananda as Swayambhu. Here it is referred to as Vibhu. Vibhu Rasi. Your existence itself is special and unique. So, when understand these three entities, Satchidananda, Satchit, and Sat, well, yes, we will be understanding this whole world with a lot of clarity, and where we belong to, and what is our duty, what is our responsibility. It's all possible. And once we understand our place, once we understand what we are, once we understand what is there on the other side, Jada on the other side, the Swayambhu or Vibhu, yes, the relationship between all these things and the whole structure of the world inside and outside, we understand better. So once we understand our environment, internal and external, well, yes, our life becomes comfortable because we are aware of it. We are aware of it. We know what it is. We are not ignorant. So the ignorance is totally gone. And things become transparent, things become crystal clear, and we can lead a wonderful life. Which is the starting point? Vibhu Rasi, Swayambhu Rasi. From there we started. That's the one. Vibhu Rasi, that is Yajurveda 5.31. So enough for the day. Lot of things are there. Of course, many things get repeated, but they're expressed in a different way, in a different angle, so that at least any one of them will be caught by us. At least anyone we understand. If anyone we understand, that's fine. Other things are similar to it. So the same thing is expressed in different ways. The same things are expressed with different perspectives. And all the things finally will help us understand what is inside and outside us and lead a better life with lot of understanding and awareness. That's the final purpose of Vedic study. Okay, thank you all. Namaste.